Alan, a disappointing way to end the season there.
No, it was terrible, really. Terrible. You could see there was hold the mode from first 5 minutes. Even in the warm-up, you try to get them going. And it's difficult, these type of games, but it's having a little bit of pride in yourself. And I don't think we had that today. Some of them done themselves justice, but others, that's it. It's made my mind up quite clearly what's going to happen next season. So that's it. It's done now. We've just got to focus on getting the squad ready, and I say there'll be half a dozen new faces coming in.
It's ironic because after you made the 3 subs and Jake Lawler went off injured, we seem to have our best spell of the game.
It's typical. You make your 3 subs to try and change your game, and then all of a sudden you send the half guns off, and we haven't can't bring anyone else on. But you've got to give credit to Alex Purver again. He just does his job. You know, he come on, done really well again. I thought Ben Headley come on, brilliant again. Give Ben a rest. I need to look at other ones, and that's it. Ben's been probably player of the year for me this season. It's just disappointing that we never looked a threat. We never got in behind them enough. It didn't hurt them. I keep had a save in the 75th minute, something like that. It's poor, really is, and it's disappointing way to end it. But I say we'll start afresh next year. There'll be plenty of changes, as I say, so we'll move on, dust ourselves doing the squad that'll be left. We've got a good core. We've just got to add the strength to it, and obviously we've started that with Jacob.
Nathan Lowe was our main threat, really, from set pieces in the game.
Yeah, we know what quality Lowe he's got, and obviously we missed a few today. We missed Mokes today. I think we missed his ball carrying skills, which helps massively. And the reason he missed the game, his missus wasn't very well, so she took ill, and I just hope she's okay and everything's good at home for him. But best wishes to his family. I just hope everyone's recovering really well. But I say we did miss him today, I thought.
Busy summer now, though, isn't it? It's a retain list next week, and then more transfer targets.
Yeah, that's it. We're constantly working on them. We'll speak to a few next week, see where we are now. The season's done and dusted, and hopefully get them in ready to go for what will be a really tough season. And I think I've just seen the league table. They looked at the league table, and I think the 7 teams that are in there, me and Daz called it, that will be the 7 at the start of the season. And there's no surprises in there, and we keep saying that them are the ones you expect to be in there, and you need to try and you've got to gear crash one of them, and then we've got to have off season. You've got to have a really good season. So nothing will change next season. We've got Buxton coming up, which will be, we've got a massive budget. It'll be a big task for them as well, but that'll be another team that's financially back. So you've got teams coming down, Kings Lynn again, who we know are always difficult to go there. So as I say, there's always going to be them ones up there, but we're looking forward with a little bit of positivity with players that we've got looking at, players that we're looking to bring in to strengthen what we've got. The core of the team's just about there, and we're not, as I say, we'll have a real good go next year, and hopefully we can gear crash our top 7.
Yeah. We've had a few ups and downs during the season, some of which we've never publicised, but I think probably the main turning point was those 2 missed penalties at Alfreton.
Just discussed that with the lads on there, and that's the key thing for me is we've had too many times this season that we've let disappointments affect our performances when we haven't got rewards, like missing 2 penalties. That should never be happening in a million years. But it affected the next game, which I didn't like one little bit. So that tells me about the mentality of the group, where we were at that moment in time. We're short of leaders, short of really people that were focused on just getting back at the job in hand. It affected us far too much, a little bit naivety in there. So that needs readdressing, and it will be. I think we missed some key players at that moment in time. I think everyone could see that. But I say we've got a decent core there now, and I say it's been very up and down this season, massively up and down. More downs than up, but it has been a big rebuild, this one. And next year is not anywhere near as much as a rebuild as was needed. And we've put in some really, really good performances, but just not enough for me. We're always going to fall short when you don't take your chances, and ultimately that it's been proven again today. Goals win your games, and we never look like scoring at all today.
Yeah. So for next season, obviously we're hoping that Jacob Hazel comes up trumps.
Yes, him, but we can't pile the pressure just on Jacob, just because he's done ever so well. His record's phenomenal, but it's the first time at this level for him, and I've got every confidence that kid will come and score goals. But we need another one. We need to find another one that's going to bang another 15-20 goals in alongside him. So I say I'm constantly looking. There is targets on the list. The list's a canny list, and you keep working at them, you keep looking at them. but it's not just that area. We need to strengthen other areas as well. But I say it's not a whole squad. You're talking five, 6 players to try and strengthen, with maybe 5 or 6 moving on.
Yeah. One final word: the fans again turned out. There's 130 of them turned up today. Probably a few more as well. It's a great turnout, isn't it? And it's been great backing from the fans all season.
It's been brilliant. We missed them when we've had them 2 seasons really with no fans. It's been awful, and I'm just disappointed we haven't been able to give them something to shout about a little bit more often. The previous 2 years when we never had them, we had the cup runs. Do you know what I mean? And you just think, especially the second year, the cup run where we win that game at Swindon without any fans, we need to try and get back. I would love next season to have a good cup run, be sniffing around the top 7 constantly within that top 7. Have a good cup run for the fans, get them involved in it again, because I know what that does for this fan base. But they've been brilliant. They've just kept supporting the lads, and just, as I say, it's been a big rebuild this, and I think the majority of the fans have seen that, and hopefully now we can go from strength to strength next season.